Donald Trump, a name that sparks cheers and groans alike. Love him or hate him, his impact on politics is undeniable. He didn't just enter the arena, he bulldozed through it, rewriting the rules and shaking up the establishment. Trump's actions and words sparked debates worldwide, making him one of the most influential and controversial figures in modern history. His presidency was a phenomenon, sending shockwaves across the globe. From policy changes to international relations, his influence was impossible to ignore. Today, we'll break down 8 ways Trump didn't just occupy the White House, he changed history forever. Buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride. Number 8. Before Trump, political campaigns followed a familiar formula: polished, carefully scripted, and predictable. Candidates stuck to talking points, and debates rarely strayed from rehearsed lines. Campaign ads were glossy, and every word was measured for maximum appeal. Trump threw out the old playbook. He spoke off the cuff, directly to the public, and used Twitter as his megaphone, bypassing traditional media and reaching millions instantly. His rallies became part concert, part political movement. Huge, energetic, and unpredictable, drawing crowds like never before. Trump mastered the media cycle. Say something outrageous, dominate headlines, and energize his base, keeping the spotlight on himself. The era of the perfectly polished candidate ended. The age of the social media warrior began, forever changing how campaigns are run in America. Number 7. For decades, U.S. foreign policy focused on strong alliances and global leadership, shaping the world order. But when Donald Trump took office, he shifted to an America-first approach, challenging old priorities and alliances. He questioned NATO, withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord, and sparked a trade war with China, shaking global norms. Trump's bold moves forced the world to adjust, changing the global conversation and leaving a lasting impact on international relations. Number 6. Donald Trump's America-first approach shook global politics, challenging alliances and questioning commitments that had stood for decades. He demanded NATO allies spend more on defense, unsettling America's closest partners and making the world wonder if old rules still applied. In the Middle East, Trump moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem and brokered the Abraham Accords, reshaping regional alliances in ways few expected. With rivals, he was unpredictable, meeting Kim Jong-un after trading threats, keeping the world guessing. His trade war with China escalated tensions, impacting global markets. Trump's presidency left the world order more uncertain, a legacy still debated today. Number 5. Donald Trump's relationship with the press was unlike any president before him. He didn't just clash with reporters, he declared open war, famously calling the media fake news in front of millions. This wasn't just criticism, it was a calculated strategy to undermine traditional news sources and cast doubt on any unfavorable coverage. He urged his supporters to trust only him, fueling a deep division between the public and the press, and turning fake news into a rallying cry. Twitter became his direct line to the public, allowing him to bypass and attack the press instantly, shaping the narrative in real time. The result? A fractured media landscape, plummeting trust in journalism, and a new era of skepticism toward the news. Number 4. If you want to talk about lasting impact, look at the courts. The Supreme Court is where history is written, and Trump knew it. He made the federal judiciary a top priority, understanding judges serve for life, and their decisions echo for generations. Over 4 years, Trump appointed more than 200 federal judges, reshaping the lower courts and the Supreme Court itself. Most notably, he filled 3 Supreme Court seats, creating a solid conservative majority that will shape decisions for decades. The most dramatic result? The overturning of Roe v. Wade, a seismic shift in American law. Trump's judicial legacy will be felt for a generation. Number 3, it's the economy, stupid. A phrase that echoed during Trump's presidency. Economic numbers were striking, with Trump relentlessly touting his achievements. Unemployment rates dropped to historic lows, and the stock market soared. Job openings were plentiful, fueling optimism among investors and businesses. But critics argued Trump's tax cuts favored the wealthy, while the national debt ballooned. Many working-class families felt left out. The economy sparked debate about inequality and debt, with protests and heated discussions erupting nationwide. Trump's economic legacy remains hotly debated, shaping policy and dividing Americans over who truly benefited and who paid the price. Number 2. Trump's presidency was defined by crisis, COVID-19 and nationwide protests. As the pandemic swept the globe, Trump's response became a lightning rod for controversy, with daily briefings that captivated and divided the nation. He often clashed with health experts, pushed to reopen the economy, and dismissed mask mandates, fueling fierce debate. Supporters saw decisive leadership and strength. Critics saw chaos, misinformation, and disregard for science. The briefings became must-watch TV, amplifying the nation's divisions. During the George Floyd protests, Trump doubled down on law and order, further polarizing the country. His confrontational style left America more divided than ever before. Number 1. Most ex-presidents fade into the background, quietly enjoying retirement. Not Trump. He broke the mold, refusing to step aside, and instead remaining at the center of a movement that only grew stronger after his presidency. MAGA became more than just a campaign slogan. It's a political identity, a rallying cry for millions who distrust the establishment and want to shake up the system. Trump's influence over the Republican Party is unmatched, shaping its direction and priorities. His endorsement can make or break political careers, and candidates compete for his approval. Even years after leaving office, his rallies still draw thousands, filling arenas across the country. The movement he started is now a permanent fixture in American politics, reshaping the landscape for years to come. Trump's presidency wasn't just a chapter, it was a turning point that rewrote the rules of American politics, reshaping the nation's identity and its place in the world. His influence is everywhere, sparking debates and divisions that still echo across the country. Whether seen as a hero or disruptor, Trump's impact is undeniable, a legacy still being written.